I was born in 1946, which was the year World War II ended. I'm of Japanese American descent. We were the only Japanese family in a very small town with a population of about 1,200. My family were farmers, they were rice farmers, and the children I played with were children of itinerant laborers who came in for rice harvest. So these were children who were poor whites, Mexican, African Americans, and Southern Italians. Actually, as I look back on it, it was a very rich childhood. My parents were interned during World War II. When they returned, much of their property had been sold, so it was left to them to actually rebuild in the area. But there was no bitterness from that experience. I never experienced it. They always talked about camp, and the whole approach to raising us in that environment was one of assimilation. I would call my life very lucky. During the time I was going to school, UCSF was a place that was very aware of the issues at the time. The tradition then was the pharmacist was not to interfere with the physician-patient relationship. A drug prescription was not labeled with the name of the drug. So you couldn't tell the patient the name of the drug, what it was used for. All you could say is take 1 tablet 2 times a day. That was it. And the faculty created an experiment and created this idea of clinical pharmacy. A pharmacist who would be an expert in how drugs were used to promote the best and safest use of drugs. Now, this was an idea. They had no idea whether it would work, but it caught my attention. I all of a sudden developed a passion for the field. I had a purpose in life, and my goal all of a sudden, in a very naive way, was to become the best clinical pharmacist. So UCSF, it was the inventor of the concept of clinical pharmacy, and I was so fortunate to be a part of that. As we move into a new era, and I'm the dean now, the way we work is through collaboration. We believe that pulling scientists together from different fields will create breakthroughs and new ways of thinking about science. So examples of this include a burgeoning collaboration in Vietnam, in China. Collaboration is absolutely a theme in the School of Pharmacy. We could not survive without it, and we thrive through collaboration. And I want to thank Shannon. And caring is really core in this place. In order for that to happen, the leader has to be a caring person. So I do my best to care for myself so that I, in turn, can be caring. Recently, I've gone back to gardening. My mother says it's the farming roots inside of me. I've always wanted a garden where I could pick a bouquet of flowers, not have to go to a flower shop. So now I'm a pretty avid gardener. I can come back quite refreshed with a new perspective, an open heart and open mind. No change can occur without leadership. And what I say to my students, what I say to a lot of people, leadership is not a title. We all have control over something, and there is always a better way to do things. So when we see that things need to change or need to be advanced, it is our responsibility to move things forward.